Hello, sunshines! Today I am showing you my April sketchbook. And this sketchbook was hard to fill, let me tell you. So each month I am filling up a sketchbook. And I hope to do it all the way through the year. And so far I've made it through April. And currently I'm working on my May sketchbook. Now, I filled this sketchbook. It is pretty small. It's about 8 by 6 inches. And it's 250 pages. And front and back, of course, that would be 500 pages. And I got it from Walmart, fairly cheap. I think it was in the journal area. But I decided just to use it as a sketchbook. And I really enjoyed using it. It took on a lot of mediums pretty well. It was fun not to work on white paper, although I began to miss it sometimes, the white paper, and I essentially really enjoyed it. It was pretty good quality paper for what it was. So how did I fill up this sketchbook? I have about 8 things that I did to fill this up. So one of the first things I noticed that I started doing was I would draw my type of drawing, usually fantasy, girls with flowers. I drew what I like to draw as much as I wanted until I was sick of it. Until I didn't want to draw anymore. So I often did that, especially at the very beginning. And after that, I started to actually, number 2, draw what I liked. So I like animals, and so I started practicing drawing animals such as ducks or bunnies or cats. So I would actually start drawing things that I liked. I would look up pictures and start drawing them. And of course, number 3, I use this time to doodle. There's not much to say about that, but I use this time to doodle. And number 4, I use the sketchbook and my time to practice. Drawing hands or bodies. There's a lot of dancers. I like to look up dance poses or people dancing and try to copy those along with hands. And number 5, I would sometimes, I don't know if this was cheating, I would use 2 pages, like the spread of the sketchbook, to fill up those 2 pages. I would take up as much room as I felt like I could. Even though it was fairly small, I noticed that was like better for me. I was able to move quicker. I was able to practice more. And I essentially enjoyed actually filling up 2 pages instead of just like 1 tiny page. And then, number 6, I drew what I saw. And I didn't do much of this, but I would draw what I saw or what was around me at the time. Sometimes it was people, sometimes it was just my hand. I honestly should do this more, and I wish I had done it more. I know that's one of the most important things to do as a artist, but I usually get trapped in that number 1, drawing fantasy things. Number 7, I took this recommendation, I think from various people from online, drawing outfits of the day. So towards the end of my sketchbook, I started to draw what I was actually wearing that day. I would draw myself kind of like a little character and draw my outfit. Usually I would draw myself kind of standing still and then trying to convey motion. I thought it was really interesting, and it also made me aware of what I was wearing, which was kind of awkward sometimes, but also made me aware of like how I like to draw myself, I guess. So if you see any of those outfits, that's supposed to be me. And number 8, I did this a few times. I asked a friend, or I used like What to Draw app. It's an app that you can get on Android and probably on iTunes too. iTunes? The Apple Store. Excuse me. What to Draw apps. So I took a few prompts from there. Not many. I think one prompt, and you might see it, is the prompt for like a dog, a pug or a dog and a cat riding a rocket. I was like, what? That's something my fiance gave me to draw. So kudos to that. So that's essentially how I filled this sketchbook. It was hard. I had, on the last day, 18 pages left, and I thought I was going to go crazy. There were some days where I needed to catch up, and I did maybe 20 pages, and mind you, pages front and back. So it was definitely a lot of pasting myself to finish this book. It was not easy. I felt like my other months before this were easy. They were sketchbooks. They were larger, but they had less pages, and I didn't do the backs of them. I didn't feel the need to, and I was able to fill it up quickly, or I could concentrate on one drawing instead of drawing a lot. And I feel like these are some of the feelings I hear about the Sketchbook Slam Challenge, which might be in the future. I'm not sure, because it is very large, and I have it right beside me. And it is like 4 times the size of this sketchbook, both in like dimensions. The pages are about the same. It's like 600 instead of 500 front and back, but it's so huge. I think it's like 20 pages a day. I don't even know. So I'm scared to actually maybe do this Sketchbook Slam Challenge, but I'm very proud of what I accomplished with this month's sketchbook. I feel like I've improved as an artist. I feel like I'm able to draw more with confidence. Because I would draw quickly. I would try to fill up the page. I used colors. Sometimes I didn't. I feel like I grew a lot because I drew a lot. So I'll go over those 8 things really quickly, how I filled this up really. Again, I drew what I liked until I was sick of it. I drew what I liked, looking at photos. I doodled, I practiced, I took up 2 pages instead of 1 since it was a small sketchbook. I drew what I saw, and I drew outfits of the day, and I would ask friends or an app to give me prompts for drawing. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you can see my improvement, or I don't know. I'm just really proud of filling up a 500-page sketchbook in 1 month. Even though it was small, it was almost like a mini Sketchbook Slam Challenge, and I was still working at work. Yeah. Whew. So I will see you in May with another sketchbook tour. I have to say I am participating in the Mermaid Challenge, the Mermaid Challenge for May. So it's a little bit less hectic, I feel like, as a sketchbook, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. I'll probably have updates on my sketchbook this month, and we'll see what happens. So thank you again for watching. Stay bright, my sunshines, and I'll see you in the next video.